Welcome to Gas, Poetry, Art, and Music. I'm your host, Belinda Subraman.
Sometimes we fall down in order to slip out. Slope leans in to shore, wild horse runs out to sea. We are more than just the wave that doesn't always know its weight, and less than the rock, split open, bleeding infinite slivers, rust-coloured ore slipping from core out to coast. Even this land has scars the water cannot wash away. There are layers scattered along this beach that only I can see, that only I have shed. Sometimes in strange places it is easier to see, safer to be seen, where we have yet to know the names of streets or share the spotlight of our sins. Sometimes fucking is more honest than making love. Slope leans in to shore, wild horse runs out to sea, and I watch, rust-coloured and bleeding, wondering how far out is the wave that will wipe it all away.
Hello, my name's Jeff Weddle, and this is for my dear friend, translator and publisher, Fadil Bayrai, who lives in Kosovo. The poem is called A Letter to Jevdet Bayrai. Listen, Jevdet, I want to know how you're doing. No, we never met, but I know Fadil, your brother, who is a good man. You would be proud of him. Not that you weren't proud of him when you were here. He never stops working, book after book after book. Fadil is amazing, and you got to be his brother. A stroke of luck for you both. What are the odds? These brothers in a wounded country, each of them awash in poetry. The muses must have camped in your parents' yard when you guys were babies. They must have given the Bayrai boys their cosmic blessing. But seriously, Jevdet, you were a hell of a poet, and so the world is a better place because you were here. Wherever you are now, please be happy, and keep an eye on Fadil. He misses you. That is the title poem for my upcoming collection from Uncollected Press, A Letter to Jevdet Bayrai, which will also be published more or less simultaneously in an expanded edition in Albanian translation in Kosovo. And Fadil is my translator and publisher over there. If you've not read Jevdet Bayrai's work, I urge you to seek him out. You'll be amazed. Just a wonderful poet. So, thank you for listening, and Jeff out.
Hey, it's Coomer. Figured I'd read you guys a poem from my collection, Songs for Leaving, which is out of print. I do have copies if you're interested. This is a poem called Early Summer Georgia Van Gogh. The OBGYN dreams of birds fluttering from the womb. In her retelling, I see the motion of Georgia O'Keeffe's palette, but Vinnie Van Gogh's broad-stroke birds. It ends with a gaping mouth look up at the patient's open trunk, the uterus gone. Again O'Keeffe, this time blue and green music throbbing in signac time with her rising pulse. Strings screech, rise like waves, splashing cacophony, stealing her breath. She wakes to a Renoir smear that melds into a blue-black bedroom Cézanne as the tears clear and sleep flees, tail tucked between its arthritic knees to hobble out a drunk bastard's rocking dance under the sickly sickle moon and pinprick stars.
The windmills are on the horizon. The windmills are on the horizon. The trees are gone and the sea is rising. The airplanes take the blue sky away. Global warming, global warming, global warming, global warming, global warming.
You just see the skin, not the one who lives within. You see the spots and scars and wrinkles, cuts and freckles and hair without an idea who exists in there. When you only look with your peripheral vision, not knowing what this septuagenarian outer shell disguises, I hope you don't mind surprises. You just don't know. I'm the happy loner in the crowd. You just don't see. I have one tattoo, that's all. A taint upon my well-worn shell, you think? I could probably walk you under the table. If it's too hilly, I am less able. But this, and this is a big but, don't jump to any conclusions. The smooth-faced skin, well, it's just an illusion. That creeping, crawling time surpasses that only tells you what you see. I keep within the real me. I'm deaf, a bit blind. My glasses help me read a book, and if, like me, you may discover the old adage, don't judge a book by its cover. Hardcover, soft cover, I can be bold inside, bubbling up, troubling up, boiling still, hiss. Now I'm fine in this skin. In this skin, neither thick nor thin, a human being lives within. Surface-wise, I may look fine. Underneath the muscle mass, the nerves entwine, twisting, coiling, angst and pain, inside, outside, not the same. Not the same. You just don't know.
Drought. Frozen words this summer churn in my flamed insides. I build a dam of distractions to hold back a predicted flood. I paint Okatia, their needles, their secret swords hidden by fluffy leaves. Their arms reach out in all directions as if they could hug us. Our blood would flood in their stabbing beauty, like the promised rain that never comes.
Hello, I'm Jose Varela, and here are a few poems that I'd like to share with the gas community, which I truly, truly support and love. Hello to all my friends out there in the world. Here's one that is based on my training and love of political poetry, and it's keeping that flame going by writing poetry of political realities in the present day. This one's called July 13, 2024. A white kid, barely out of his teens, registered Republican, for whatever that means. AK-15 in the house. Doesn't everybody have one? Like a plunger, needed when shit is stuck. Secret Service everywhere, but who is worried about a nerdy kid just making America great? If the kid had been black or any color but white, he'd have been arrested toot sweet. What was on Crook's mind? What will the motive be? Already some cheer and others cry. Near misses are an eyelash away from death. Karma warns those whose rhetoric kills. Will a target learn? Will he seek to move the bullseye elsewhere? Ammo available at a drugstore. A near miss. A young man mangled by guns blazing and only DNA to say who he was. I hear the sound of hate as its volume blares. July 13, 2024 will mean nothing until November 6th. And here's a poem that talks about, in some ways, an event that happened and defines sort of the realities of our rhetorical speech right now, which just seems to be mean. It's called Central Park. Private schoolgirls, uniformed and perfumed, confident in their futures, fortune foretold. Stretched out on the lawn, they spoke French and Italian and Spanish of the Castilian sort. One neared them, but it was clear she did not belong. The girls, probably with homes in the Dakota, did worse than ignore. Ridiculed, viewed from the vantage point of age, does not cut as much as hurt, and all I thought was karma. Peace.
Love, a reflection. I fit into the routine of the day. These visits I have to make, while a younger generation earns her toil through the chaos that we call life. I tend the dark, fragile ball of fur. I, more feline than canine, understand your need for a playful consolation in this overdriven, distorted world that the next generation tries to shape and must endure. I throw the ball and, as it hits the hard, frosted ground, my mind sees a porcelain vase shatter, a precious heirloom of memories. The fire, the soft, the misunderstanding. arguments, the ending, someone else, and us that used to be my lifeline, and the definition of sublime. The ball returns, held in tiny jaws, eyes expectant. I throw it high into the crisp, cold air. As I watch the arc of its flight, I come to understand all you never said. Your position always was celestial. I, the earthly asteroid, in decreasing orbit, burning up. You have been listening to Love, a Reflection by Guntrip. The music and instrumental called The Writer was written and performed by Matt.
Lend me your sacred mat to pray on. Paint me with your favourite crayon. I'm not fussy, choose your colour. You're my sister, I'm your brother. Among men of old, of ill renown, I saw you dressed in a bridal gown. Your hair tentacles on an aqueous floor. Your eyes scripture on a heretic's door. Conceive me a sea where I must drown. Everybody drinks in a psychic town. We are nothing that the gods disown, just bars on a child's xylophone. A sepia harlequin, a chestnut clown, crippled dancers at a sad hoedown, inside the land of an eyeless sphinx. Inside the town, everybody drinks. Potions to relegate the lost and found, remedies to alter sight and sound, rotations on the sofa's stone. Extracts, properties, all unknown. In the crowded square a carousel notates strains of a casual hail, soaked in glamour, pitch dark allure, puppets dance, their dance obscure. Afraid of living on a groundless floor, that is where we are and more. Dimensions here far from real. We are thieves who never steal. False numbers in a false countdown. And everybody drinks in this plastic town. Everybody drinks in this tragic town. Everybody drinks in this magic town.
America loves Mexican, but not Mexicans. Let's head down to Taco Bell after we get stoned tonight. Buy some Mexican pizza and Cinnabon Delights. Wash them down with a Baja Blast and sign that petition to allow them the right to use Taco Tuesday as they please, to make millions of dollars in Dorito shells. Then We can go to that nightclub where they'll undoubtedly play all of our favorite dance hits from that 1990s Latin craze. The guys will fantasize about the first time they saw J-Lo shake her booty in some music video for a song they never listened to. And the girls can live the Vida Loca again while still pretending that Ricky Martin isn't gay. We'll call it practice for Cinco de Mayo parties, and we'll slam enough tequila shots that will start acting like some sort of crazy cross between a matador and Speedy Gonzales, yelling arriba while donning cheap sombreros, dodging imaginary bulls, and dancing the Macarena to impress all of our very white friends. And tomorrow morning, we'll wake up with a hangover, put on our red trucker hats, chant "Build the Wall" at the president's rally, dismissing the stories about separated families who should have stayed in their own country as we advocate for their deportation to send children back to die at the hands of terrorists or starvation. Because we love the culture, not the people.
I lie in bed, the light flowing over the quilt, the shape of my hands, the open book. I tip the text open in front of me, thirsty eyes drinking in huge gulps of language. I'm a drunk for literature, never worrying about which book I'm sousing from or who drank from it last. The words flow down through my eyes into my head, and after a few moments I find myself hopelessly intoxicated. So many nights of the same practice. I grow strung out and sleepy, losing the sense of my arms crooked in front of me, clasping the book a little longer, holding it closer, feel the flow of the sparkling language bubbling against my face, splashing at the edge of my pillow. I wake slowly in the steady stream of morning. Never did turn off my reading lamp. The book lies near the foot of my quilted bed, half empty. I arise with another hangover, a head full of wonder left from what I drank the night before. Thank you.
Woody Allen's corpse is coming to your home. Woody Allen's corpse thinks you'll be alone. Woody Allen's corpse has bad intentions. Woody Allen's corpse, he's going to come and he's going to vex you. And you're going to need confessions. Woody Allen's corpse thinks it's a poet. Woody Allen's corpse isn't a poet. It's an abuser, succubus, male siren, takes away things from people. Woody Allen's corpse rides the surf late at night and howls to the moon, trying to look for light. The surf moves away from him like the parting of the Red Sea, because Woody Allen's corpse is vile and nasty to people you see. Woody Allen's corpse will definitely get you if you've done something to upset it. It certainly won't forget you. It will try to squash you, all of your life force. It will turn people against you. You won't have any direction or course. It'll mess you up and tell lies about you. It'll make you into a stripper. It'll say that your problems with it are actually something you've caused. Woody Allen's corpse is a theft of raffle money. Woody Allen's corpse would steal bees from honey. Woody Allen's corpse tells lies about everything. Woody Allen's corpse is the biggest hornet I know with the biggest sting.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir? Bite my thumb? Yes, sir. Do you bite your thumb at me, sir? I bite my thumb, but not at you, sir. Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Thank you for listening and watching Gas, Poetry, Art, and Music. If you'd like to encourage us, please subscribe to our channel, like, comment if you will, share, and tell your friends about our project. And we hope to see you next time.